I'm Inspector William Silver of the Suffolk County Police Department. I'm the commanding officer of the 5th Precinct. Here tonight with Officer Delfina Rivera. We'd like to discuss with the community and get out to the community is recruitment into the Suffolk County Police Department. We have a very strong need for Spanish-speaking officers, and if this message goes out, we're really strongly encouraging you to take the steps forward to join a career that's extremely rewarding in helping people through the community in all of Suffolk County. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Officer Rivera, as she is more of an expert in this area. Delfina?
Thank you, Inspector Silva. Le quiero dar gracias a Liz y Mauricio para invitarnos a nosotros y para decirle el mensaje a usted, a la comunidad latina, del examen que viene ahora, para el año que viene. El examen va a ser junio 2019, pero la registración para el examen es junio 2018 hasta abril 2019. Por favor, cojan en el examen. Hay 2 versiones del examen. Uno es en español, otro es en inglés. Por favor, la comunidad latina, cojan el examen del español porque hay una necesidad de oficiales que hablan en español. La comunidad hispana se está creciendo y necesitamos oficiales que puedan entender la comunidad. Para ser un policía se necesita un diploma de secundaria o el GED. Quiero informarle que necesita tener 19 años, que es el mínimo, o el máximo de 34 años. Necesita una licencia del estado de Nueva York, necesita ser residente del estado de Nueva York y también se necesita ser ciudadano. Después que usted coja el examen y pase el examen, lo van a llamar a usted para que ustedes sigan otros pasos. Un paso es de psicólogo, otro paso es físico, que viene siendo que tiene que correr una cantidad, tiene que hacer algunos exámenes físicos para poder pasar. Cuando pase todos esos pasos, si cogen el examen del español, una persona, un instructor, va a darle a usted un examen verbalmente en persona. Es de 45 minutos y tiene que pasar el examen. El examen viene siendo que tiene que coger el examen van a haber preguntas en español y preguntas en inglés y tiene que explicarle al hombre qué es lo que dijiste en español y qué es lo que dijiste en inglés, para confirmar que sí saben en español, porque se necesita oficiales que en realidad hablen español.
Oficial Rivera, ¿y nos puede contar un poquito de cuántas preguntas hay, un promedio, de cuánto tiempo se demora el examen actual, digamos, el primer examen que toman los muchachos?
El examen depende de la persona cómo coja el examen. En realidad el examen se repite la misma pregunta, solamente en diferentes maneras.
Okay.
Viene siendo que depende qué rápido la persona contesta las preguntas, que es escrito, puede terminar más rápido, puede coger su tiempo.
Y nos puede, digamos, ahora usted no me puede decir cómo va a ser en el 2019, pero me puede contar su experiencia, cómo fueron las preguntas, ¿fueron A, B, C, D o era como llenar un formulario? ¿Me puede dar un ejemplo de una pregunta y una respuesta?
Bueno, en realidad era A, B, C, D y es más como la manera que una persona piensa. Okay. No es algo que tiene que ser, es algunas preguntas que ellos preguntan si solamente son A, B, C, D.
Ya, perfecto. Entonces es algo como básico que es
correcto.
O como, me imagino, el procedimiento como usted pensara como policía en parar a una persona, las cosas obvias en una manera que se tendría que hacer un policía.
Correcto.
Ok, qué bueno. Inspector Silva, can you tell us your experience as in taking the first time the exam? How was it? Was it the same ABCD or was it fill in the answers? Can you tell us a little bit of your experience taking the test?
Okay, well, I started taking tests when I was very young, so it's whatever they were eligible ages were, 17, 18, I took them all the way from back then, and I took all of them because you might as well. I mean, you take them. If you don't get called, you don't get called, or you get called, you can turn some down if you like, if it's not the job exactly that you want. And I was taking tests for a very long time. The first one to call me was the New York City Police Department, so I went on there for a few years, and then after 3.5 years, I got called for Suffolk, and I went to the Suffolk Academy. All the time I wanted Nassau PD at that time because I lived in Nassau, and Nassau had finally called me after I graduated the academy in Suffolk, and I was like, I'm not going through another academy, there's just no way. But in the process, first you take the test, you apply for them, and after that you go in and usually there are bubbles to fill in, those usual bubble choices, so you have a certain amount of questions, and they've changed all through the years, the different types of tests. They're changing it again, actually. We're having a new test being brought up that we're not sure what's going to be on it, but they're interviewing a lot of our officers to get the substance of it, having them take questions and stuff and see how they answer it. But after that happens, you sit and you wait until the results come in for that. And then when you open up your envelope and you say, oh wow, I did pretty good, you wait for the next step, and that's usually the physical part of the test. So at that point when you get the letter, you start running around the track and stuff, getting yourself in shape, because you know what's coming next. And then you take the physical part of the test, and hopefully you do well on that. I fortunately did well on that as well. And then they brought you into the psychological, where you take a barrage of questions. There's over 1,000 different questions. They're not difficult. You just answer them, and from there they evaluate you. After you pass that, you go for a medical examination, and you go through the entire medical, and hopefully you clear that. After clearing all those, the final step was in this particular job in Suffolk County we have a polygraph, and you have to sit for the polygraph. Again, it's all these things. Through this entire process, I'd like the community to know that you have mentors here. So if you're at each step of this and you want to know what to do, come in and talk to us. We'll guide you when that comes up to help you towards getting on the job. So there's nothing really to fear about things. Even the lie detector test, they're not. There's a certain amount of illegal activity they expect that you had done, growing up and whatnot. So there is and they'll tell you what's allowed and what's not allowed. So you'll know before you sit there. Wow, I did this or I did that, but it's not going to count against me. So you tell the truth, and it's fine, and you'll pass, and you'll come on. And then you start, of course, the academy, which is it's challenging for the next 6 months, physically and academically. But once you pass that, you then become a police officer in Suffolk County. There's a probation period after that, but usually everybody passes it. It's by that time we've screened out pretty much all of the bad apples. So.
Okay. And Inspector Silva, can you take this exam every year, or
when it's given?
It's every 4 years, so it's going to be given in 2019. After that, it's going to be given 4 years later. So I just want you to know, don't get discouraged if you fail the first time and you still are in the age limit where you could take the test, take it again. Para más información y referencias del examen, por favor visítanos a la página de web joinscpd.com o llámanos al teléfono que está abajo de la pantalla. Gracias.
Thank you again for watching this video and letting us get this message out to you. And hopefully we get to
see you soon.